Hi, Cancerian. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. It's very bright and sunny in here. I know that maybe that's an issue for some of you watching me. It's still me. I'm right here. I'm from Sweden. I'm in Sweden, and it's already turning a bit dark. Like not too many hours in the day is light, and in those few hours where there's light, it's not even sunny. So when the sun comes out, I have a tough time to shutting it out. So you just have to deal with the fact that you somewhat see me, but you hear me, and the cards are still just fine. So just focus on the cards rather than me. Cancerian, I call you guys Cancerian for any newcomers. Welcome. I don't use the word Cancer because I think it's probably the most charged. It's up there anyway. It's the most charged word that we can use in this modern time. It's Cancer, so I'm just saying Cancerian instead. Guys, I've had a request to do love readings, to focus more like on relationships specifically, and so I'm gonna do my best to respond to that request. And I've already done it for three signs, and I just love it. It really is a lot of fun, and it's for today, for you guys. It starts from today and 2 weeks ahead in time. Sorry for the noise if you picked that up. Okay. So today is the 29th of October, and it ends on the 11th of November. So, yesterday it was a lot of ones. I'm so heavy into numerology and numbers. I just love numbers. And it couldn't be more beginnings if you tried. So today, the 29th, if you add those two together, 9 and 2 is 11. And then we have the 10th, like the October month is the 10th. So there's another one. And then it ends on the 11th of 11th. So there's just, it's just a lot of ones playing up for you guys. So it's new beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. And that's going to go for all. My intention for today is to look into love, specifically love readings, but overall, I believe it's a lot of new beginnings. So I'm just going to focus here on you guys, and then the extended is going to be about your person and what they're thinking of you, how they view the relationship, where they're at in relationship to you in this moment in time. And that it doesn't matter whether you're in a committed relationship or whether you're single. So I'm asking for both, to get clarity for both. For Cancerian, which is Kräftan in Swedish. So let's see how you resonate with this. Then I'm still gonna do every other week, like what you need to hear most right now. That's my intention. What do you need? What does Cancerian need to hear most right now? That's for next week and the overlapping 2 weeks. And then I flip back and forth for as long as that feels like the right thing to do. I think I want that one first and that one second. Third. So this is for you in this love reading. I just want to show you first what cards you got. Vacation. And it's not vacation now. It's just the cards. And then I see a whole lot of other stuff in here. Dragon. Just so you know what I'm looking at. So just give me a moment to see what this is. So I want to start with single Cancerians first out. I don't know what the noise is about. I don't think ever that there's something like everything has a place in the universe, and everything has a meaning. But that sound that just happened, I just don't believe that. So I don't know whether something around relationships, something in your life right now, as soon as you try to focus or concentrate or do something, it turns really noisy, or it turns like, or you too busy, or you couldn't do it now either, you just had to postpone something, or I don't know, whatever is going on. Because as soon as I go to start to say something, like that noise comes in again. I'm gonna let that pass. Okay, so anyway, first card out, I'm drawn to singles. It feels like you're in Cancerian, you're in a good place right now. And I mean, when I've done the general reading for you guys, like with the more like overall energy going on, like for the whole of your life, I feel like you have had a really tough time, and it's like lately you've started to come out of it. And this is going to be no difference in, I mean, it's your basic energy, it's your grounding energy, it's the base of your energy that's going to sort of ripple effect into everything else. So whatever base you have going on, whatever bottom line energy you have going on, that's going to affect the rest of your life, and then obviously for relationships as well. And in this particular case, since I pick up on the single Cancerian first, I feel like you're ready to mingle, or however to put it. But it's like with this vacation card, and this, I also call this my magical carpet ride. It feels like you're getting out there again. I get that feeling. So you probably, whether you've been in a relationship or whether you've been single quite some time, it feels like it has been a decision, or like a more of a decision not to go out there. Like, I'm not interested in anybody new at this moment in time. I'm not looking for somebody. I'm not interested in engaging with anybody. I'm sort of fine on my own. And I feel like that is due to the hardship that has come from before. And now it's like you're ready. You just feel like you're ready, and or at least getting ready. It feels like you're not closed off to it anymore. It doesn't feel that awful to go on a date, or that weird to meet somebody new, or that frightening to meet somebody new. It feels quite nice. I don't know if you really are thinking so much about whether to get in or not into a relationship, then you are thinking that like you are back on track. You have sort of found more of yourself again, and you're starting to like come into a really good place, I feel. And then we switch into the committed relationships. So that's for you guys who have been with somebody for quite some time, at least what it feels like to you. I mean, if you tell somebody that you've been in a relationship with somebody for 6 months, somebody else probably will say, wow, so is that new? And you might feel, what are you talking about? Like, we know each other inside and out. Like, those 6 months probably have been the deepest 6 months of my entire life. That sort of thing. So whether it's 6 months or 6 years or 16 years, I feel like you've been with this person for quite some time. So this message now is for the people who have like a committed relationship. And it feels like you are in a good place. I feel like there's just magic being invited in. You've been offered to, it doesn't necessarily have to be like it's outside sources that are giving you things from the outside for you to do. This can also be, that can be the case, but it can also be inwardly. It can be like you're inviting the magic in to your relationship. It feels like you're taking it to another level, and you sort of have to in these changing times. I don't know who could stay the same that they've been forever and ever. So if you're with somebody through this trial and error that has been, and let's call it that, I feel like you probably have even discussed whether to separate or stay together, or what to do with this relationship, because there's so many shifts happening with each and every one of us that it just has to question the relationship that you're in. it puts a different vantage point on things, different perspectives. So, and I feel like you guys, the guys at least that I'm connecting with, so if you are just about to break up with somebody, if you're going through a separation at this moment in time, I'm sorry, but this message is just not for you. That might be for the next time. But for today, I feel like this is for the Cancerian who has, you might even have gone down that path thinking you might separate, but you have come to the decision not to. And you reached a deeper connection with your partner. And I feel like going there and wanting to explore it, and it just gives magic to just a feeling of reconnecting to somebody that you sort of already know, and they know you, and they know your flaws, and they know your good sides, and you know them, and going deeper and finding deeper things within yourself, and then sort of reconnecting. And I just feel like you're in for a ride. You're in for a magical carpet ride together. And it really is beautiful, Cancerian. It looks really beautiful. There's a lot of butterflies there, so it has been a transformation going on. And then the next card out, and let's move on to you single people. Because you feel ready to mingle, because you feel stronger again, like you have your heart is not an open wound anymore. It's really has become, if not whole, so really healed. It feels like you've found more and more balance again. You understand more and more who you are. And the person I feel for you, or the opportunity is now opening, because it's called opportunity knocks. And I feel I am drawn to that word. It feels like if you can stay open to an opportunity relationship-wise, that a person comes into your life and understand that, I mean, I'm not for saying somebody should come in and heal you or fix you or anything like that. I'm half and now you completely, or any of that Hollywood crap, sorry. But it's rather you are quite whole on your own, and therefore you can attract another person that is quite whole on their own. I just don't feel like you have to be 100% whole, if that makes sense. You don't have to be even 80% whole. You can be 60% whole, because it just means that you're not on the negative side anymore. You're really on the positive side. And now, because with everything you know, I just know for a fact that this person that you're inviting in by it might not be with words, it might not be with even, writing a list of what you want. It's just your energy that is attracting them. Because you have come to this conclusion of what you truly are looking for, because you know so deep in your heart what you don't want, you know so deep in your heart what you do want. And even though you have not articulated it, like you haven't put it out in words even, the universe knows. And so I feel like you can meet somebody, and they might be even in the same place, a tiny bit vulnerable, a tiny bit fragile almost. And you guys coming together, I almost hate to say it, but you will heal each other. It's like you mirror each other so well, so you you get the other person. And I feel like they're coming. The opportunity, like they're knocking on your door very soon, even within these 2 weeks, is not a surprise if this is how close you are. Okay? And then for the committed, I just feel like it's just a continuation of the first card. You're inviting magic in as we speak. You're going on a magical adventure. It's like you're rediscovering each other. It's surprises. It's yummy stuff. And opportunities come your way, and you just have one idea after the other, like how to surprise and delight each other and lift each other up and lift each other's spirits up. It's just gorgeous, really. And then comes okay, I'm going to continue with the committed for a while there, and just say for the committed relationship, the dragon coming out, for the committed is going to be a different message than for the singles with this particular card, I feel. Because for the committed, I feel the dragon coming out, it takes a courageous person. Like the dragon for me stands for courage. And it even says on the bottom, discover your courage. So every time the dragon comes, it talks about how you need that little push, or you need that little final, like, you can do it. Like this, there's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing that you've chosen that is wrong. It's just on the right path. And then the dragon just says, so go for it. And if you see that, you're sitting on top of the dragon, you're steering the dragon. So it's not like a dragon that you're fighting, or even like a bit scary fantasy dragon just being involved in your story. It's you riding the dragon. So you're in control of this courage. You're in control of your bravery, if that makes sense. And so I just feel like Spirit wants to say, like, it's not like they're sitting there saying, well done, my son, well done, my girl. It's not like that. But I just feel this proud, like, it takes guts, it takes courage to go back to a person that maybe you've seen really a lot of fault in them. Maybe they didn't treat you all that well. Maybe you really found each other in a not so good place for a while there. And then to rediscover, because you found yourself and a lot of love, and now you can rediscover each other like in a completely new, brand new way. But it takes a bit of guts. It takes a bit of courage to sort of re-enter into a relationship, because most people would just find the falter immediately, trying to be right, who was right and who was wrong. And, I don't feel like you will do that. I feel like you discovered your, I don't know, strengths, the love, even not separating or separating. It was like you went on to go, like, to just find yourself there for a bit, and now give it a go again. Like, give it another try to really connect in a different, such a different way. There goes the sun. Hello, guys. So yeah, it's just beautiful what you're doing right now, and Spirit saying good on you. Like, you're one brave person to re-enter into this, whether you, like I said, whether you're separated or not, you're re-entering into this relationship, and kudos to you, really. And then for the single people, I feel like I guess it's somewhat the same message, but I feel for you guys, Source is just saying, okay, here's the words, here's the exact words that they want me to use. The same thing won't happen again. Just the same thing won't happen again. You're too smart this time. You're too awake. You are feeling too worthy. It just won't happen again. Whatever that is, whatever happened in the past, whatever Source knows happened in the past, it won't happen again. Okay, guys? If any of this resonates with you, if you understand what I'm talking about and you resonate with the story, then the extended probably will resonate with you as well. And then I take a look at the other person and how they view you and where they are in relationship to you. Okay? And that's also for both committed and single. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. And if not, I was going to say, still, I hope to see you back in a week for the more general one. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, share it with everybody you know. Take care, guys. Bye.